Welcome to part 5. Alright, I am Spiral Power. Okay, so, Mark, what I'm getting at is, what's your family like? Is that really the kind of question you need to think about? Or, what kind of house do you live in? Where do you live for that matter? Do you have any siblings? Then, what school do you go to? Mark, why do you want to know all of this? This time I sigh audibly. What does audibly mean? Okay, time for plan B. Well then, let me just tell you, alright, I have virtually no idea who you are, and yet you seem to know me pretty well. Isn't that odd? I guess. Then let me put it this way. I figured that in order for us to continue seeing each other and for me to help you, I should try and get to know you better. It would make it easier for you to find what you're searching for. For us to regain our lost time is what I was thinking about. Oh, I see, sorry. It's just that I was just warned by my parents to be wary of strangers. Strangers? If we are strangers, then how do you know my name before we met? Jackpot. I wonder or not. That'll be my little secret. One of many. By the way, you live with your sister, right? Rin. Yeah, I've been taking care of her since because our parents spend a lot of time at work. Although sometimes it's the other way around. Sometimes you spend a lot of time at work. You know what I mean. I'm kidding. And hey, it must be nice to have such a caring siblings. I smirk as I remember the plethora of threats and special attacks she's come up with over the years. It's not as nice as you think. Sure, she can cook and do household chores, but when you have to explain to your teacher why your sister showed up in class yelling, "Look, Oni-chan, my friend taught me how to do the God finger," it can be quite the hassle. Mira chuckles at my misery. Well, I guess it's pretty funny in retrospect. Still, she cares about you. You should be happy. That smile is almost enough to make me forget my original mission. Almost. Why do you say that? Are you an only child, Mira? Sort of, I guess. Do you know that what a yes or no question is? Well, it's a complicated situation. I see how so. I wonder when she realized that I'm more patient than her. Well, you see, my family isn't quite an ordinary family. We're different, but not so different that we are not ordinary, you know? No, I don't. To put it simply, it's like walking home from school and having to decide between going to your small 2-bedroom apartment where your parents treat you kindly or your uncle's mansion filled with books and electronics and everything else except that you'd be all by yourself. What the hell is that? Kinda like that, except different because I don't really have an uncle and my parents don't really live in 2-bedroom apartments. That's what you call putting it simply. Simply? So basically, try to summarize the story so far, and I realized that I haven't learned a single thing other than where to go for free books. Confused? Don't worry, a lot of people have trouble understanding me at first. I wonder whose fault that is. There's no rush though. We've got our whole lives ahead of us. She teases a smile out of me. I admit defeat. But if I ever want to talk to you, what should I do? I mean, walking all the way to school at night is kind of impractical. Do you have a cell phone or something? Don't worry about it. Contacting you will be my job. It's what I do best. Stalking me is what you do best? Don't make it sound like a crime. I won't even bother. But really, is there anything that you want from me? Our eyes met and I see something. I was mistaken the other night. This girl isn't angelic or ghostly at all. She's very, very human. I don't want anything specific from you or anything tangible. I'm just happy that we can finally be together. But is there anything that you wish for? Maybe. She bites her tongue, pondering, as if choosing the cause of her life. All I really want for things to stay the way they are. I'm happy. If that's the case, I'll do my best to help you fulfill your wish, I promise. Thank you. It was nice talking to you, Mark. It was a pleasure indeed. Mind giving me a little warning before you show up next time? Just leave it to me. Ring ring. Oh, sorry, this might be important. I reach into my pocket and look down at the display. A squirrel darts up and a tree in the corner of my eye. It's from Rin. They are probably wondering where I am. Hey Mike, Mira. That promise is very risky. Everybody changed, man. I know what to expect before I look up. In that case, you better keep your promise. That promise? Nobody can change it. Nobody can keep it, I mean. Find me, okay? You better find me. I make my declaration to a backdrop of snow-covered trees. The twilight sky slowly fades, gotten really late, really fast. I'm walking toward the subway station where I agreed to meet up with Rin and Lucas, but everything keeps looping through my mind. Mira? I don't trust her. I can't and I shouldn't. But considering how things turned out, I should be happy. I still don't know where she come from or how she knows me, or well, I don't really know anything. I don't know anything, but she's less of a mystery. Maybe meeting her wasn't such a bad coincidence after all. Maybe. Day 3. I'll continue this for a bit longer. Sky is red, too red. But it's not blood red, not what you'd expect from a horror movie. It's deeper, duller, emptier. The air is thick like walking through water. I hate it. A slim figure stands before me, obscured by the sea of light. She stands silently speaking. It's not her specialty. She only watches. But she is very, very good at it. It kills me. The world is still, the future predetermined. No matter how many times you watch a movie, the end stays the same. Her mouth moves. She doesn't speak, but I know what she's saying. And I begin to fall, and he wakes up. But I'm glad, no, he didn't wake up. At least this means I can escape. Yay, he wakes up, finally. With an excruciating grasp of icy breath, I open my eyes. To roll to the other side of the bed and check the time. I still have half an hour before I normally get up for school. Myra, just a daydream. Onichan, I'm going on ahead. The morning passes me by. I've got to meet with Lucas to talk about something important. Don't forget your stuff for the project. And with that, she shuts the door and scampers off. Project? Crap. I did have a project to work on today, didn't I? Oh well, it's just Lucas. He won't care. Refreshed from the chill of the winter air, I stroll into school feeling oddly carefree. There's no use in worrying at all, after all. And there's Lillian. Suddenly, Mira drops down the priority list of things to think about. Alright, just stay calm, compose. Hey Lillian, My words echo awkwardly in the empty hallway. Off to a good start. Oh hey, you're early today. Rin is still at home, I suppose. No, she went on ahead. I think she had to discuss something with Lucas. You didn't see either of them this morning? No, not at all. Lucas is usually early too. They're planning something. They're definitely planning something. Well, I suppose it's their business. And I can tell when Rin is doing something I'd rather not know about. That's pretty much every day, isn't it? Anyway, they might be gone for most of the day. Guess we don't have much else to do. Oh, I guess you're right. And this is why two introverts make a bad combination. What are you reading? Oh, it's a sci-fi story about clones that don't know that they are clones. Then they find out that they are clones and get all angsty and existential. That's a fantastic description. Thank you. But well, doesn't that describe every sci-fi novel plus some vague dystopian metaphor, I guess? You're sort of right, but the story is wrapped up in a love triangle, and so it's a romance novel. Never thought you were the type. Well, it's what? What do you mean by that? You've never really asked me what I read, so you shouldn't be so surprised. I know, I'm sorry. But more importantly, you enjoying the book? Yes, I am. It's bittersweet, but I think there is something admirable about the heroine's courage. She's willing to face pain for a chance at happiness. I kinda have a feeling this will be the thing for this story. Sounds like the thing that a fictional character would do. Well said. Didn't get to finish the chapter? It's alright, I can do it later. See you at lunch then. Right. Something rises in my throat and chokes away any word that could have followed. As you can judge for yourself from this chapter, the monetary policy that was in place during the Another Day, Another Do history lecture. I'm bored. Let's look outside. It's because of this mentality that I never get anywhere in school. It's a bright day, but also a normal day. That won't do me much good. Say, is that Lucas? I see a figure lying on the snow taking some sort of wide-angle photo of the field behind the school. The figure also happened to be wearing Lucas' jacket, hence the deduction. Huh? This is more unusual than it seems. See? Lucas isn't a photographer, he is anything but a photographer. The thought of him going out of his way to create art that can't wear twin tails is absurd. Then again, he's a pretty absurd person. Later that decade, technological advancement allowed. Guess I better try to pay attention. History, economics, money, spending money, presents, holiday season. Oh crap, I haven't bought a single Christmas present yet, have I? Lillian. She's not picky, so anything should be fine, but I want something more than just fine. This is dumb. Lunchtime arrived after a short but painful dual class. But something is odd. I look to my left, nothing. I look to the right, nothing. I look in front of me, still nothing. Where is everyone? Could Rin and Lucas possibly be planning on something that occupies even their lunch break? Well, peace and quiet isn't bad. The only downside is that it'll be just me and Lil. Alright. Where are the others? Good question. Well, that's odd, isn't it? We're talking about Rin and Lucas. Of course it's odd. So I guess you never figured out what they were planning. Well, can't quite say that I figured it out, but I made an interesting observation this morning. Observation? It wasn't as much of an observation as it was a random coincidence. You see, I was looking out the window during class. Anyway, I was looking out the window and I saw something interesting. So what happened next? Did you go outside? No. But I kept looking and there was this strange guy lying on the ground taking pictures. Why do I get the feeling you're trying to find an excuse for not paying attention during class? I'm not lying. Really. I should write that one down. Can't say that I know where you're going with this. Well, I think the guy was Lucas. Why? Because he was wearing Lucas' jacket. I slightly worried about the answer of this question, but could you not have jumped to the point 3 minutes ago? Oh, there's an idea. Why don't we go look around? He must have been taking a picture of something, right? Normally I would say no, but it isn't like him to skip school. I'll come along. Alright then, to the winter wonderland of the back of the school. Wait, we're going outside. Can't we just look from upstairs? Forget windows. Let's go see the real thing. Wait for me. Okay, so I'll end this part here and I will continue later.